Good morning and welcome. It's December 19th, 10 o'clock, and all three county commissioners are here. I ask that we rise for a moment of silent meditation and then a pledge to the flag. Thank you. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, we will now have our county administrator do consents and approvals. And I do know that the internet is down, but I believe we have everything online for this.
It's in the folder, yeah.
In the folder, okay.
We have 12 exonerations for $5,743.39. Vouchers for general county fund, $262,844.83. Coal severance, $4,655.09. 911, $34,604.38. Chestnut Ridge Park, $95.40. Mason-Dixon Park, $703.19. Assessor's valuation, $1,551.50. Purchasing card vouchers, general county fund, $29,761.86. 911, $10,668.70. Chestnut Ridge Park, $200. Assessor's valuation, $96.47 for a voucher total of $345,181.42. We have a state approval budget revision for general county fund, jail reimbursable, and central garage. Position vacancies for boards and authorities: the Western Board of Zoning Appeals, the Mon County Planning Commission, Mon County Development Authority, the Mon County Building Commission, Camp Muffley, Mason-Dixon Historical Park Advisory Boards, and the Pleasant Valley Public Service District. Fiduciary orders for December 19th, 2018.
Move for approval.
Second.
Proper moves in second. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. It passes. Introduction of new employees and personnel changes. Do we have any? Good.
I think so.
Okay. At this time, we will have, I will open up for comments from the public. If anyone wants to speak to us, feel free to come up to the podium, state your name and address, and we will give you 3 minutes. Again, there's other programs. This doesn't include the other programs, but if anybody wants to speak at this time, please come forward. This is, okay. Good. We're moving forward. That's right, like, quickly. Okay, Colleen Kuhn with Grants. How are you doing today, Colleen?
Good, how are you? I just have a grant contract. It's for the Appalachia High Intensity Drug Trafficking Areas Grant. It's the contract and the sub-award conditions. This is for the Sheriff's Department. They've been awarded $36,000.
Okay.
Move for approval.
Second.
Probably moves in second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, passes. Thank you. Okay, correspondence.
We have none.
We have none. Great. Yeah, okay, we'll go back, yeah. Okay, let's now have, we have the resolution for the Mountaineer Trail Network.
Okay, do you want it read?
Yes, please.
Please.
Okay.
Please.
Yeah.
Whereas the Monongalia County Commission considers parks and trails to be of utmost importance to the region by providing recreation and transportation opportunities as well as the possibilities of economic and community development. And whereas the Commission finds that under an appropriate contractual and management scheme, well-managed trail-oriented recreation and facilities could exist on private property without diminishing the landowner's interest, control, or profitability in the land and without increasing the landowner's exposure to liability. And whereas the Commission further finds that with the cooperation of private landowners, there is an opportunity to provide trail-oriented recreation facilities primarily on private property in the mountainous terrain of north central West Virginia. And whereas the facilities will provide significant economic and recreational benefits to the state and to the communities in north central West Virginia through increased tourism in the same manner as whitewater rafting, snow skiing, and utility terrain motor vehicle riding benefit the state and communities surrounding those activities. And whereas the Commission feels it is in the best interest of the citizens of Monongalia County to endorse said project. Now therefore be it resolved that the County Commission of Monongalia County reaffirms our support of the proposed Mountaineer Trail Network project and will continue to provide assistance when needed.
Move for approval?
Second.
Properly moved in second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, great. This next event, number 7, Friends of Track and Field Fund Presentation of Check. I'm going to ask Mike Mosser to come forward. And this is pretty exciting, not only for what you're about to say, but also the people who are in the room, very distinguished track group, people from WVU and Milan Park. And I was here in college when people don't realize that Mike was in the great race. And you might want to talk about 1971, the Dream Mile. And then he also was an NCAA champion, 72, the mile, if I'm correct. So
1,000 yards.
I'll turn it over to you, okay?
Before I get started here, I'd like to have Patty Ryan, Carl Hatfield, Ron Justice, Darlene Dunn come up to the podium here for the check presentation. Today, I am joined with Carl Hatfield and Coach Marty Pushkin, who is in California and a founding member of our group. And we are very pleased to present on behalf of the Friends of Track and Field Fund and YCF a check in the amount of $48,245 to the Milan Park Foundation. This gift comprises part of the funds needed to purchase and install lighting at the new Milan Park Track and Field Complex. The lighting is crucial for hosting future middle school, high school, and Big 12 championship meets, and for providing the running community with access to training and competing at a wonderful new track. The facility also will support the development and community health and wellness programs in the area. This track is state-of-the-art and will serve as a first-class venue for the state of West Virginia. I want to thank all the former and current WVU track and field athletes, coaches, along with the Friends of Track and Field, which include individuals, families, companies that have contributed to and supported the fund over the last 15 years. I also want to recognize Darlene Dunn, who is our founder of the Jim Dunn Memorial Run that supports scholarship funding for high school track and field athletes pursuing their running careers in college. And lastly, I want to thank Cliff Sutherland, Ron Justice, Steve Farmer, the Mon County Commissioners, Tom Bloom, Coach Sean Cleary. Sean, you're up here. The high school coaches at Fronapple, Mike Ryan, Steve Blinko, and Paul Martin, and the Milan Park Foundation, and the private donors that have the vision to make this a reality. So with that, we'd like to give this to Ron.
Why don't you come on up here? Not only can we get some pictures, but also if anybody else would like to speak, since we have such a great group of individuals. I'm very excited to be in the track.
You guys
So
wanna
while
go-
you're doing that,
You want to go down? Or you want them to
We'll go
come up?
down there.
yeah, let me say, but while you're doing that,
Okay.
on behalf of the Milan Park Foundation, we're very grateful for this gift. It is truly an honor to be in the presence of the Friends of Track and legends that we have here with us today. As mentioned, the work that's been done by Darlene in memory of Jim has really touched this community. We're so fortunate to have the partnership between the County Commission and the Community Foundation, as well as Milan Park and the Friends of Track, to make this happen. And the real exciting thing about this gift, too, is the opportunity in our agreement as we move forward to have a very special event. It looks like it's going to be each April. And so there'll be more to come on that, but it will be a community signature event as a result of this donation, and we were very grateful. So thank all of you, and we're very proud to be the recipient of this. Thank you.
Anyone else want to say anything?
Do I have to go up there?
No, go from here. That's fine.
You're out of memory. I just want to add that I think that this completes, in my 45 years of being on boards, this is one of the most important things that's ever happened. From the standpoint of the communication and support with WVU Leasing, of course, the Ruby Foundation, County Commission, the CVB, and for, I don't think people understand, I don't even know how, but these gentlemen who basically lost their home and sort of lost their identity, for them to come forward and complete and give this money to make the lights possible, I think is pretty special.
Anyone else want to say anything? Darlene? Okay.
Well, thanks everyone for the community support that we've had for the Jim Dunn Run. Of course, this all came about the Friends of Track and Field and the track athletes that wanted to support men's track at WVU. And so it continues on, that we bring this back to the community for everyone to be able to use this great facility. So glad to have it and glad to be able to present this money to the County Commission and to the Friends of Track and Field.
And this is the partnership that we in the County Commission always talk about, private, WVU, and the government working together. And I can't say enough for the other county commissioners who allowed us to put up the $300,000 for half the lights so it could be matched. And that could not have been done without their support and the support that this community really wants. I'm looking forward to that track, and I can't wait for the public to be out there. So thank you again. It is amazing.
Can we take one picture? I want to get you
Sure.
out from behind here so you
Okay.
can't see Mike. So maybe
Yeah.
the side, because
I'll
I'm
move over.
going
Or
higher. I
lower
want to
that
make sure you
down.
see your
Yeah,
face.
here we go. I'll move over.
You stand right here.
That's great.
There you go.
Yes.
There you go. Come out so we can see you though. And Mike's
You're
gonna
shorter
take
than
your
I am.
picture. There you go.
Mike's the important one.
All right. Good.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Ron.
Thank you. Mike Monster, M-O-S-S-T-R. Yeah.
Thanks, Mike.
Yep. A great holiday present for the community. I appreciate that. This is
finished business.
Okay. We're at number 10, unfinished business.
None.
None. Oh, this is what I like. Okay, 11, new business. To consider approval for requisition number 11 for the Morgantown Industrial Park Series 2017A Phase 2 Project Fund.
The requisition is in the amount of $129,663.20, and that will be paid partially to Stone Paving and Adrian Enterprises.
Move for approval? Second.
Properly moved in second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Consider approval of requisition number 5 for the Series 2016A Bonds Project Fund for the reimbursement of costs of the project to be financed from proceeds of the County Commission Series 2016A Property Tax Bonds issued for Development District Number 4, University Town Center.
The total amount of the requisition is $3,254,513.77. $1,986,931.36 will be paid to the project developer, and $1,267,582.41 will be paid to third-party vendors.
Just for clarification, to the developer, that's to pay costs they've already incurred, which
Right.
to all their subs.
Reimbursed.
So a lot of the same vendors, but they paid the cost up front and we're reimbursing them.
Gotcha.
Move for approval? Second.
Properly moved in second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, before I read this, I'll ask for that we make a motion on it, and then I'd ask Dr. Goldberg to come up and explain exactly why we're doing this. It's a consideration of proposed First Amendment to Emergency Ambulance Service Provider Agreement to extend the deadline for giving notice to March 1st, 2019, giving additional time to work towards completion of a definitive agreement. Ask for a motion.
Move for approval? Second.
Okay, probably moved in second. If you'd like Dave to come on up and just explain what we're doing.
Yeah, good morning, and
Good morning.
David Goldberg, Mon Health System. I'm also here with Jessica Alsop from WVU Medicine.
Oh, okay.
As we announced almost a month ago, time flies when you're having fun, that we're bringing Health Team, Mon EMS together to have one unified structured EMS team in Mon County. What we presented to you is an extension of the current contract to allow us through March to be able to bring our merger together, solidify our contractual kind of structures. And what you have in front of us is just what we talked about, is just give us a couple months to get through that. No changes. If I could give, and I know the county commission's well aware, great work by health team and Mon EMS that we've been able to put our 2 services on the GPS system. We're improving our response times. Closest response unit to, of course, the calls that come in. It's another way to show that we're continuing to collaborate, and then the unified system come in and around spring will be that much better for the community. So we ask for your consideration just to give us a few months to solidify our structure.
Thank you.
Any questions?
No, but I would also going to ask Mr. Jimmy Smith to come up
Yeah.
to verify your comments, so that way people know that there's, with the fake news, we want to make sure that.
Not verified, to add to.
Add to and yeah.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Good morning.
The merger seems to be going very well. Mon Health and the health team has been working diligently to bring this together. I know Pat Cornell from Mon EMS, I've spoken with him. Mr. Clinton Burley from health team have been meeting very regularly to get this merger going. I've been in constant communication with Dave Custer from Mon EMS, Mr. Goldberg from Mon Health, and also Dylan Olivito from the health team. And everything's moving forward as we anticipate it to.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you.
And to add to that, I mean, Jimmy and I had a conversation last week, and he gave me a really good report that things are working together. He's seen it for himself that already in just a month, some of the better response times and those type of things. And even in our requisitions this morning, we signed off on 2 requisitions for major pieces of equipment, things that we didn't know our version of the CAD system didn't have. They were add-ons. Okay. But again, we're moving forward, and I can see that by looking at the vouchers and hearing comments in the public.
good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. It passes. Great.
Do you have a clean copy? Do we have a clean copy?
The only one I have says draft on it, so.
I can send you without the draft.
No, you can't. Because the internet is down. Yeah.
We will sign it.
We will sign it as soon as we get fiber company working, yeah. Sorry, it was real easy to say that. Okay, sorry. Other new business?
None.
Good, we're moving quickly. This is a great meeting. Reports from elected officials? Any reports?
The only thing that I would like to ask is if the commission has received anything from the state auditor's office about the audit for fiscal year 18.
No.
Normally, they send it in September for it to go to bid and
No.
for us to
No, we haven't seen anything.
bring the audit committee. We
Right,
had established an
right,
audit committee. If
We could send a letter to find out.
Well, we just need to find out because I would just like to get started on that process sooner rather than later. And I know we'll need to bring that committee, Mr. Claudio and the other members of the committee together.
I'll call this afternoon after we adjourn.
Thank you for
Yeah.
that.
Thank you.
Okay. Reports from county commissioners? Sean?
Since the last meeting, last Thursday, we had our Red Team meeting, and then after that, we had the Development Authority meeting, which are all, as you can see, recent articles in the paper about the airport project moving forward. We are starting to get some movement, and we're starting to have more of a public conversation, which is all good. This week, Monday, appreciate our facilities manager having a Christmas get-together at the shop. It was great to sit down and have lunch with all of our commission employees, and it's those people that make us look good. So I wish all of them a Merry Christmas, and thanks, Bobby, for arranging that. Monday night, I went to the Tryon Halleck Senior Association Christmas dinner, and it was just good touching base with that area of the community, and it was very well attended. Tuesday, we had our extension building meeting, and I had lunch with the clerk. Gary, thank you for making yourself available. Today, obviously, we have an important meeting this afternoon regarding the tax returns. We hope to get depending on the internet, we hope to be able to do a soft launch of our website. And thanks to Kelly Palmer and her tax office crew for inviting us down for cocoa this morning. Tomorrow, we have the Milan Park board meeting, and I think things are kind of slowed down from there through the break. So that's really all I have.
Okay. Ed?
I would like to report that Breakfast with Santa went extremely well at the new Readiness Center, and that Ed the Elf is back at the North Pole working. Thank you again for the county employees' reception on Monday. It's really great, and I really do appreciate Bobby Doyle, everybody who works with and for the county, what you do for us. As Sean mentioned, the construction meeting of the new Extension and 4-H Center reveals that we hope in 2 weeks to see piers, and that would mean that you would see verticality going up instead of the hole in the ground that we have been facing for the past few months. So that's very exciting. Tonight, I will be present at the business after hours that the Chamber has at the waterfront. It's always an excellent event to celebrate the season as well as get together with everybody. And lastly, happy holidays to everyone. My son plans to drive up to join me, and I hope to have a true family-style holiday with him, Bobby, her husband Jeremy, and the 3 dogs and the 3 cats. I'm looking forward to the holiday. Thank you.
Thank you. We had a meeting with Mike Paul and Donnie Tucker about the census. I can't believe it's 2 years away, but we're already starting the process, and we're trying basically now to just get an individual from each major government and agency to be prepared as we start the process. I also put on the internet a posting. They are looking for people, census $15 to $19 an hour jobs. I've posted it, and only 17% of the jobs are actually taken out of 100%. So it's something I'll also give Ben some of the information too. But they are looking for people for the census. We had our food giveaway on the 15th, and again, I really want to thank Carrie for allowing that. We had 198 families, 785 family members that used it. We also had Sarah Anderson from the Board of Education, had over 400 clothing items, and we left with 20. So the need is there. It went really well. Again, I want to wish everyone a happy holidays. Very excited that we have some positive things moving into the next year. And also, hopefully, we'll be able to make an announcement in a week or 2 about the Ramada Inn and the taxes there. So there's some real things moving, so we're looking forward to it. Any other comments?
And I'm sorry, Carrie?
Yeah.
Are we having a meeting next week?
Yeah, the meeting would be the 26th, and I would assume, yes, we are.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd be remiss if I didn't wish all of our employees a very Merry Christmas, a safe holiday. I am looking forward to next year and accomplishing as much as we have in the past year. But we have a lot the future of this county is very bright, and we have a lot to be thankful for and a lot to look forward to. So there's been a billion words said about the true meaning of Christmas, but the most eloquent are on earth, peace, goodwill to men.
Yes.
Motion to adjourn.
Second. Okay. We are adjourned. Thank you.